1941. Los Angeles. The world was collapsing into war. Europe burned. Nations mobilized. Radio frequencies carried military secrets through the air. But in Hollywood, none of that seemed to matter. Movie theaters still glowed through the night. Flashbulbs still exploded across red carpets. Studios still manufactured fantasies for a frightened population desperate to escape reality. And among them, one woman seemed almost unreal. Men called her the most beautiful woman in the world. Directors fought to cast her. Photographers chased her. Newspapers obsessed over her face. But nobody noticed what happened after the cameras stopped rolling. Because late at night, while Hollywood slept, she sat alone beside stacks of engineering sketches, radio diagrams, signal systems, mechanical calculations. The actress wasn't studying scripts. She was studying war technology. And somewhere inside those pages was an idea powerful enough to quietly reshape the modern world. Not through movies, through invisible signals moving silently through the air around you right now. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS. The world remembers her beauty. It almost completely forgot her mind. Her name was Hedy Lamarr. She was born Hedwig Eva Maria Kiesler in Vienna in 1914. Long before Hollywood transformed her into a global icon, she was a child obsessed with how things worked. She dismantled music boxes to study their mechanisms, examined machines piece by piece, listened carefully to conversations about engineering and manufacturing. Her father encouraged her curiosity. He explained how streetcars operated, how printing machines functioned, how mechanical systems communicated through movement and timing. What mattered wasn't memorization. It was pattern recognition. Understanding invisible systems beneath visible surfaces. That detail becomes important later. Because the world would spend decades misunderstanding Hedy Lamarr in exactly the same way, focusing entirely on the surface. By the late 1930s, Hedy Lamarr had become one of Hollywood's biggest stars. MGM marketed her almost mythologically. Exotic, elegant, untouchable. Audiences stared at her the way people stare at monuments, impressed, but rarely curious about what existed underneath. The studio system rewarded beauty, not intelligence, especially not female intelligence. Hollywood executives preferred actresses who stayed predictable. Beautiful women were expected to perform glamour, not engineering. So Hedy learned to split herself into two identities. Publicly, a movie star. Privately, an inventor quietly studying communication systems during one of the largest wars in human history. And the timing mattered. Because World War II was transforming technology faster than civilization could psychologically process it. By 1940, radio-controlled weapons had become strategically important. Torpedoes guided remotely through radio frequencies promised extraordinary military advantages. But they carried a fatal weakness. Enemy forces could jam the signal, interrupt the frequency, and the weapon became useless. Militaries across the world understood the problem. Nobody had solved it. What happened next sounds almost absurd in retrospect. A Hollywood actress became obsessed with fixing military communication systems, not publicly, quietly, in private conversations and handwritten sketches. Hedy eventually partnered with avant-garde composer George Antheil. At first glance, the collaboration made no sense. An actress and a composer attempting to solve encrypted wartime communication. But the deeper logic becomes clearer once you understand the actual idea. Antheil specialized in synchronized player pianos, mechanical timing, coordinated automatic movement. Hedy understood radio systems. Together, they imagined a communication method capable of constantly changing frequencies, faster than enemies could intercept or jam them. A signal that never stayed in one place long enough to be captured. The concept sounded impossible, which is usually how revolutionary ideas sound at first. In 1942, Hedy Lamarr and George Antheil filed U.S. Patent 2,292,387. A secret communication system. Today, the principle is known as frequency hopping. Signals jumping rapidly between channels in synchronized patterns. The idea was elegant and decades ahead of its time. But the U.S. Navy showed little interest. Officially, the technology seemed impractical. The military worried implementation would be difficult during wartime. Unofficially, there was another problem. The inventor was a Hollywood actress. Institutions often struggle to recognize intelligence that arrives in unexpected packaging. That pattern repeats constantly throughout history. Hedy was reportedly encouraged to support the war effort differently by using her celebrity status to sell war bonds. So the patent disappeared into government archives, filed away, technically preserved, functionally ignored. And this is where the story becomes strange, because buried inventions do not necessarily disappear. Sometimes, they wait for civilization to catch up. Decades passed, computers evolved, satellites multiplied. Wireless communication became foundational to modern civilization. And engineers gradually realized something extraordinary. The forgotten patent filed by a Hollywood actress during World War II had anticipated the architecture of secure wireless communication itself. Frequency hopping became essential to military systems, then telecommunications, then consumer technology. Eventually, the same principles contributed to technologies now surrounding billions of people every day. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, invisible signals constantly moving around the planet. Most users never think about how those systems began, or who imagined them first, which creates a strange historical contradiction. The world spent decades studying Hedy Lamarr's photographs, while barely noticing the invention quietly shaping modern communication beneath them. By the 1990s, Hedy Lamarr was largely forgotten by Hollywood itself. Older, reclusive, living far from the glamorous world that once worshipped her. Then, slowly, recognition began to arrive. In 1997, she received the Electronic Frontier Foundation Pioneer Award for her contribution to communication technology. More than 50 years after filing the patent. The timing matters, because history often recognizes intelligence only after it becomes impossible to ignore economically. Once wireless communication became indispensable, suddenly the actress became an inventor again. Today, billions of invisible signals move constantly through the atmosphere around Earth. Phones, satellites, Wi-Fi routers, Bluetooth devices. Most people never think about the origins of those systems, and most will never know the name Hedy Lamarr. But hidden inside modern communication itself, her mind is still speaking. The world saw beauty. History almost missed the intelligence behind it. This is Forgotten Brains. Stories of hidden genius, overlooked intelligence, and the mind's history nearly buried beneath the surface.